Eve, everybody. Happy Thursday night. I hope you are all doing well tonight. I am traveling, so this is my fake live for the night, but fake live does not mean less than awesome project, right? Today, we're going to use this sweet transfer that came out with our autumn winter product, and it is called You Are Beary Loved, and it is the cutest little bears, like the mama bear and the baby bear, and we're going to do a fun little piece that you can hang in a child's room or honestly wherever you want, but this is what I'm intending. So I'm going to do this in some really cute colors and also put a Sarah spin on it. So let's go ahead and bring you down to my table so that you can see. We've got our Beary Loved project. We've got our inks. We're going to do this in inks. And here are the colors that I've chosen. We have Currant Jam, Fig, and Marvelous. That is what we're going to be using. And we are going to be using these fun balls a little bit later. But I've put this together. All of our Pennant banners come with this wooden hanger and then the little string, jute that you use to string it up. And I'm going to leave that kind of there and get to chalking. I will mark the back of this.
Yeah, this is there.
So, here we go. Oh, apparently I cannot peel the transfer. There we go. This is an awesome transfer and super cute. And I'm not going to fuzz it because we're going right onto this canvas with it. Just kind of get it centered and pressed down all over. Make sure the words. There we go. The little heart there. Okay, so we have this fun Marvelous color, which I'm going to be using. All three of these. And then Fig, which is a little, you know, like Marvelous is to pink, Fig is that same for purple. That's what I say. And then this kind of berry Currant Jam color. So these three, what I'm going to be using, I got a little something in my, when I opened up that Fig, I got a little bit in there. Okay, I fixed that. Now, we'll start at the top. I feel like I want these little words, because they are so little, I want them to be in the darkest color that I'm going to do, so that's easy to see. There we go. Perfect. Okay. And then I think we'll do a couple more things that are dark. I think I'll do his little mouth down here. I say his. It could be a her. And the little eyelashes. The little eyes that are closed, you know. We'll do that one. Dark. And then I think I need a smaller squeegee than this to do these little ears, because they're just so tiny, and I'm not doing the whole thing all the same color. So there we go. All right, and then I'm going to do his mouth here dark, or her. I say his, but I think it's a mama bear. All right. That way these little parts will show up a little better than the other ones. Okay, so then I'm gonna do this Marvelous color is gonna be down here. I'm gonna do the little belly and the little cheeks. There we go. That should be good. So not too much in the Marvelous.
Okay. Coffee.
Yeah. And then the rest of this guy is going to be, or this gal is going to be Fig. So we're going to do the lighter purple. And I'm just trying to be careful so it just stays where I want it. And again, I am using ink. I am not using paste on this. You can use paste on the textiles that we have, but ink for this guy will make it permanent, and it'll be great. So like if it's in a kid's room and anything happens, you could wash it if you needed to. But you don't have, you don't have to. It'll just be a permanent fixture. I am going through ink like crazy on this. Sucking it up. There we go. I'm gonna work my way out. I probably should have a smaller squeegee at this point. It just makes it so much easier. So let me do that. Let me grab a smaller squeegee to finish this up. And to get around the mouth and nose here. There we go. Perfect. All right, so I am almost done with all this ink. Now, ink does not dry at the same rate that our chalk does. So the cool thing is that I was able to kind of take my time and not really worry that, oh, while I'm doing this, things are drying and I'm stressed out. So I'm going to go ahead and peel this up. Notice that I did not use an ink mat. Our canvas is pretty thick, so it's not, you don't have to worry about it going through. You just want to make sure it's going to stay in place. Ink mats are amazing for letting your fabric stick to something solid that is going to stay in place. All right, I'm going to clean this now real quickly in my water. Get all of that ink off of my transfer as best as I can. And sometimes you got to use that the board eraser, especially with ink. I will say it tends to stick a little bit more, and the pigments are dark on some of these. There we go. Okay, got this all ready. Lay that down with the sticky side up so that it will dry perfectly. I'm going to clean up my ink so that I don't get it on anything. Oh, I just made a horrific mess on the side of my ink container. But I can easily wipe that off. Okay. Good, good, good. Those are really pretty colors to put together. Again, we've got our currant jam for the darker things that you see, our fig for the mama bear, and our marvelous down here. Okay, so let's dry this. Let's get it all dry. When we are fabric inking, you really want to make sure that this is completely dry before you heat set it. It's the most important thing. While I'm drying this, I want to let you know that you can grab you can get some club information from me if you have not become a Chalk Couture member. Our Chalk Couture members get project kits every month for a low subscription rate of $19.99 per month, and you don't have to pay shipping on top of that. That is shipped right to your door for a total of $19.99 plus tax. And when you sign up right now, you're going to get a free catalog mailed to you in February with your February club order. How awesome is that? So awesome. And I'll tell you, our catalogs are not just catalogs, they are idea books. There are so many ideas and inspirational images in there that you can create for days and days and days with just looking at the ideas in there. So check that out by typing club in the comments. If you haven't quite yet become one of my group members, you definitely want to get in there. Type add me in the comments and I'll send you a link so you can join my free Chalk Nation. You don't want to miss out. There are ideas, inspiration, and insider information all throughout the group, and you'll be the first to know about all the important things going on and all the specials and promotions. I got a little ink over here. I might try to get that off. There's a few, a little bit tacky right here, so I'm going to keep drying it. And last but not least, if you have ever been curious about becoming a designer, I can talk, type team into the comments and I will send you a link to my opportunity group. Inside that group, it is a low pressure area. All you have to do is watch the videos, read the posts. Everything inside there is just the nuts and bolts of what it takes to be a designer. And it's really fun. So if you want to join me, I would love it. Love to have you and build that relationship together. Type team in the comments. Okay, let's go ahead and heat set this. I think we are all excited, and then we'll do some embellishing. So let's get this up here at the top. Oh, I'm knocking everything down. Push my start button. There we go. Okay. So when you ink, when you do inking at home on fabric, you don't have to have a heat press like I do. You can certainly use an iron. When you use an iron, you're going to go 4 minutes back and forth, all over this design for 4 minutes, okay? And you're gonna set your iron or your heat press or whatever for the fabric that you are heating. It doesn't matter with the ink, it matters with the fabric. So this is 100% cotton, so I'm on the higher setting, which is 305 degrees, but you at home might be using an iron, so you're just gonna turn it to the cotton setting, okay? If it's a cotton blend, You want to turn it down a little bit because you want to go a little bit less heat than with 100% cotton. Ooh. I'm gonna flip this over in just a second. Cool it off a little. And then we will flip it over. And we will heat it again. So we do front and back. If you're doing a t-shirt, it's super easy to do front and back. If you're doing a pillowcase, you can turn it inside out and do it again. There are very few things, some things you can't do front and back, or if you have one of those like tin foil, take some tin foil and put it inside, like if you're doing an oven mitt, for example, and you've inked the outside, you can put a piece of tin foil in there, and then when you heat it, it's going to heat up that back side too, so it'll do front and back at the same time. A little tidbit of information for you. And we are just about done with this, and then we will get to our embellishing, which is always fun. Always. All right. Done, done, done. I'm going to turn that off and unplug it because I do not need to have that accidentally on when I'm gone. Okay. Let's take a look at what we've created. We have got this beautiful bear, so pretty. What I'm going to do is I'm going to string this through. Whenever you first get this, it might be a little bit hard to put it through. You may need to like use a piece of tape or something to make it skinnier. I am going to tie a knot. I heard the door and I thought it was my son. It's not, because it's only 1:30 in the afternoon here. But really it's like 8:30, or no, it's like 8:20 in real life, because I'm doing a fake live. And we are leaving as soon as he gets off the bus. So I was really, for a minute, like confused. Like, am I really late? No, I'm not. I'm not, thank goodness. Okay, so I did a double knot on each side, and then I will trim this to a more manageable size. And then we have, oh, I really didn't want it that long. Hold on. That probably is about what I want. So I need to make a new knot. Sorry. I know. I need to make a new knot that is shorter than what I was just doing. So I apologize, but this looks good. Much shorter. Okay, and you'll see why in a second, because we are going to do something. So I really was going to string some beads through here, and then I thought, well, you know what? I am not going to do that. I'm going to grab a little piece of tape to help me. Got a job for you, little placement tape. I'm going to tape that up there so that it stays. Okay. And I've got these fun colored balls that are similarly colored to what we've been working on. I don't know if I have enough of, I probably need to throw in one of those. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So I've got these pretty colored balls. And we're going to use them. All right, so it looks like I have enough. And I'm going to use my hot glue gun. And I'm going to just really, honestly, not do what I just did, which is glue it to this thing. But I'm going to glue, that'll come off. I'm going to glue these. Oh, I'm making a mess, just in case you want to know. Okay, put the glue on the ball, put the ball on the string, and just kind of hold it there. The reason why I'm gluing this is because I don't have the needle and string to make my own thing right now. So this is just my way of doing a quick and easy little project that has some cuteness to it. And I think I'm just going to have glue everywhere. So you may want to string your balls. Do what you want. Because the glue moves. Because it's fluid. I should know, right? We all... Yeah, I glued that right to the surface. It's gonna take me a second to figure out the right way to do this. And the right way to do it is to have on like a silicone glove or just hold it and try not to burn yourself. Okay. We can do this, guys. We can do it. If I had you live, you would be like, oh, Sarah, do this, do, you know, whatever. Don't do that. That's going to be too hard. But I don't have you live, so you can tell me what you would have done had you been giving me advice. I just burned my thumb. Oh, I burned it good. Wow. I'm not kidding. Woo. Okay. I'm really trying to think outside the box here. Just gonna keep going. I am just gonna keep on trucking, people. I'm just gonna use a little bit less. I'm gonna pull it tight. And then I hold it for a second, not at where the glue is, and then I won't burn myself so much. I could do it upside down. That might be easier. Ooh, and I could probably glue them together too. And then, oh, I just glued the wrong color on. And I feel like that was, of course, my own darn fault. Okay, so we're going to do it upside down. And then I just hold that rope onto it. I need a new piece of glue here, please. There. Maybe this will work. Next will be white, off-white actually. I know sometimes I have bizarre ideas. Sometimes they work, and sometimes they don't. But I think we're getting there. We are getting there. One little woolen ball at a time. That's what we're doing. One little, and then I'll go along and fix whatever needs to be fixed. This little painstaking process, literally pain. It really did burn my thumb. And it's glued now. Ugh. Don't get your fingers in it. That did not burn, but it's certainly... My thumb is a mess. It's got glue and fabric and everything stuck to it. There we go. We just want it to dry. Oh, I gotta do white. The colors. Not only do I have to figure out how to glue, but I have to remember which color order to use. Oh, come on. Okay, 4 more. We can do this. 4 more. It will be worth it in the end, I think. If I quit touching it all the time. I tell you what, I just wish I sewed more. I might have to start stocking sewing stuff down here. Ugh. It would probably make my life easier, because then I would just run that needle right through these balls and I would have the cutest little hanger. Okay. Last one. Okay, now, so here's my thought on this. It will hang. It's actually pretty cute. Pretty darn cute, you guys. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me see if it'll pop up for me. Okay. You gotta hold it the right way. And actually, I probably need to glue the balls together. Let me see if I can do that real quick. That way it will stay where I want it to stay. So far, so good. And just so you know, I had these embellishments and I just tried to find inks that would match them. Often people are like, how do you have the most perfect embellishments? You know what? I buy things that speak to me, and then I just try to like make it work. And I knew that Valentine's Day was coming up, so I knew I would be doing some like pink projects, pink or red or whatever. So I had these on hand and I just thought how cute to make it the hanger. Me and my glue. We are trusty partners. Just a few more to do. And hopefully my plan is unfolding perfectly. If you get that glue down there deep enough, you definitely won't see any of it. Ow! I glued my finger. Oh, you guys. I think you should just laugh at me tonight, because literally when I say hot mess, it's definitely not a joke. It is a hot glue mess. I was just trying to fix this one that has some rogue glue, and I put my finger in the wet one. This needs more. And when you put your finger in the wet glue, it's not a pretty sight. Here we go. Here we go. Almost done. I'm so excited because I think this is working. And you know, when things finally work, they fall into place. It makes me happy. This is literally, so I just was preparing for, I'm teaching a class on creative therapy and how being creative and doing things like this are good for your health, your mental health. They're good for your physical well-being, because doing things where you kind of get in the zone and you're just working and doing things, it actually lowers your heart rate. It actually allows you to like breathe better, and lets your mind just kind of get rid of all the racing thoughts that you have throughout your whole day. And so one of the reasons why crafting in general is good for your health is because the feeling of accomplishment when you finish a project, and this could be anything, the feeling of accomplishment when you finish something, when you finish cleaning out a drawer and that drawer is all neat and organized, that feeling, when you finish any job. So what I'm telling you is, by completing tasks, look how cute. Look how cute. I think this is so adorable. I am going to bring it to my sweet niece, my goddaughter, for her room, because we are going to visit them for Christmas. And I think I just created a really cute thing. You are very loved. Okay. All right. So that's my story. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I have glue everywhere, so I'm going to be picking at my fingers and this mat for days to come. But I thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight, watching me do my live. I hope you guys can create something, and I'm really proud of we did it. We did it. I did it. I didn't even have your advice, and I did it. So tomorrow I'm going to be back with a really, really cute take on our January Club Couture. It is available tomorrow, Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time is when it will be up and running. So I would love it if you check it out. If I don't see you before then, have an amazing weekend, you guys. And I will be back live on Monday at 8 p.m. All right. Mwah. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye.